Alright, can you fun? Let's do this, dude.
What?
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 Okay.
What?
So yeah, man. January 14th. It's a Saturday. We got Kemi Fong in the house. We got myself in the house.
Einstein what?
What are you talking about? All right, man. So, what the, what the, what should we talk about today, man?
Okay, well, we were talking about lack of genuine kindness, right?
So yeah, lack of genuine kindness. So nowadays you think it's hard to find? What were your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, remember when we were talking about Gary Vee's kind of revolution of the way he does business? So his kind of ethos is like he actually gives a shit, like
Yeah.
he really does care.
Yeah, actually care, and yeah.
And that's his kind of ethos, right? He wants to kind of do the opposite of what Steve Jobs did. Steve Jobs like had that kind of implementation on the economy, saying like treat your employees bad and get better work ethic out of it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And that's like he wants to build like a business empire on doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the next big thing, right? I think he genuinely will go to that.
So you think in the business world, like owners and bosses will be a better person right now, like actually caring, like Gary Vee says.
Yeah, I don't think it's just going to be business. I think it's just going to be everything in terms of people's mentality. I think it's going to be a drastic change.
As in,
Which is good, of course, yeah.
As in people in general outside. So you're saying that people will be more open to others, like for example, like what we were talking about yesterday. If you go to a coffee shop and you just sit down, you might have an easier conversation with people.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, of course, that's the cliche like thing that the whole like sitting in a coffee shop and then you meet a stranger and just be nice.
Yeah.
But I think because it's gotten so cliched that it doesn't ever happen and people kind of exploit it. Like people exploit like being kind, but they're not being genuine about it. It's just for whatever motive.
They're just being kind, just so if they perhaps need you one day, they.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you're saying
for whatever reason, like there's just I don't feel as if there's that genuine like, oh hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having it. Like just anything. Can literally be anything.
But you're saying that this is coming back, or do you think this is not coming back, or just?
I think this is coming back because like pre-industrial revolution, when there was no such thing as like such a huge corporate identity, like small businesses, like you knew everyone, you knew the locals, like people that come in day out, you know them really well, and you're actually like you actually know them really well, and there's that personal touch. But I mean, the way it's worked out now, like economies are international and stuff, and I guess you do lose that kind of personal touch.
Okay, so all right, so let's go back to that coffee shop example, and as in a coffee shop where you buy coffee, not weed, like you said. You're saying that.
Well, yeah, in Amsterdam anyway. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're saying that you're like soon at some point you'll be able to go to a random coffee shop, not Starbucks, just an actual coffee shop, right? And then just sit down and perhaps just randomly talk to a stranger and have a genuine conversation. Do you think that's what you hope that will happen?
I mean, the thought of that right now still is very alien to me.
Awkward?
Yeah, I mean, it is an awkward thing. It is awkward. Right? It is, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't. I agree.
But I think that there's steps we can do to start this off. Like rather than being a stranger, why don't we focus on people that we do know, right? So maybe friends that we used to be really close to that we just drifted apart for whatever reason. Why would it be so awkward or weird, or why is it that we find it weird to just maybe message them sometime and be like, oh hey, what's up? What's new? We should like meet up and catch up sometime. And maybe lots of people do that, and it's just us or me. But it's definitely a step in the right direction, right?
Yeah, but if I think about what you're saying right now, just randomly talking to someone I used to maybe hang out with, it's perhaps like time, like just time has perhaps maybe changed who we are, and then we're not the same type of people that used to talk to each other, you know. For example,
but how do you know that?
Because I think like people move on from where they. For example, my friends from maybe my childhood, like let's say we all used to have playing soccer or football in common, and at some point we just don't care about it anymore and we move on. That's like a simple example, but it could be, this example can be used in other scenarios. Like, what if you like playing ping pong together and you used to play it every day for 3 years, and all of a sudden you both stop, and then you don't talk for a while. I assume you both moved on from playing ping pong or something, you know, and it could be for many other things.
Okay, so you're scared it's like a confliction of like change in terms, like there's nothing to talk about and they're just not the same kind of people anymore.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that will describe it.
But that's the same with you, right? I mean, I'm sure from like whatever age you used to hang out, you're changed as well. But
yeah,
I don't. It's. I mean, what's the harm in being nice and still keeping in touch, right? There's no harm.
There's no harm.
Like, I'm not saying to, even if there's a confliction of interest and like difference of interest, maybe the fact that it's not going to be like every single day you see them and talk to them, but like being able to like maybe once a month or like a couple of times a year when you are free to just like meet up, catch up, and then like that's still a kind of nice friendship that you have throughout your whole life, right?
Yeah.
But I remember talking or hearing about this before, and it's like people say there's that moment where you both maybe like see each other in public again, and then you were like, oh yeah, we should like hang out sometime, and then like you forget, and then it gets to a certain like after maybe a week or something, and they call it like the awkward period where it's like you've left it too long, so if you say it now, it's like too awkward. But it's like, but that fundamental thought of saying that's too awkward is so silly. It's like, I've forgotten about meeting up with you.
Yeah, and why is it a week?
It off for so long, so I'm gonna put it off even longer. Like,
yeah. And why is it a week? Like, what? I'd say.
No, I'm not sure if it's a week. I'm not.
But who decides that? I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. It's what you say, but it's. I wonder who decides how long it is before it becomes awkward, or why it becomes awkward.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand it. It's so much easier to just go like, oh, I'm so sorry, I completely forgot about that, but we should actually do this, and then like set a date then and there, so then you know.
Is this what you did? Just did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because.
So explain what you did.
Sorry.
Explain what you did yesterday.
So, my classmate from Edinburgh that I done a project with last year in third year, we worked together on this project for quite a while, for a full semester, and then she was going to be in Edinburgh this year doing like an internship and stuff, and then when I came over to Hong Kong, I saw that she got a job and stuff, and I was like, oh hey, yeah, congrats on the job and stuff, we should catch up sometime. And then we planned to like just Skype at some point, just to see how each other's doing and see if there's any work we can help each other with. And I completely forgot, and this was in November, and I just remembered this week.
You are so bad.
It was really stupid. And then so I just messaged her yesterday saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot."
And who peer pressured you to message her yesterday?
Yes, you did. You did.
Sorry.
I did feel that awkward timing, because it's like 3 months. I feel pretty bad because I'm like, oh yeah, we should schedule this and this. But I mean, it's completely fine because, yeah, I think if you're just like able to acknowledge the fact that it's not actually awkward, and you just like be like, oh, sorry, I completely forgot. We should actually organise this and set a date. So like I've set that next week we should, if we're free, we should just Skype, and then even for like half an hour just to catch up, see how each other's doing, and that's it. I mean,
So it
it's
happened.
not.
You actually set a date with her to talk.
Yeah, next week, sometime during the weekend, she's gonna get back to me.
See?
So.
Damn, dude. And you wanted to do it today. Remember? You said, "No, I'll message her tomorrow."
Well,
I'll message her
yeah,
tomorrow.
because I was like, I was very tired at the time, and I was like, oh, this is
You were,
some of your
yeah.
awkward stuff. Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
tired was an excuse, man. You only had to send one
yeah,
sentence.
I was a bit awkward. Yeah.
Oh, awkward. Why is it awkward, Cami Fong?
3 months. I mean, I feel pretty.
Three months, dude. Oh my god.
I didn't even notice until you asked me to check yesterday. I was like, November. I was like,
wow. 3 months.
So
man.
yeah.
That happened, yeah. So maybe a lesson learned here is that we should just all do it. All just, if you're wondering,
yeah.
Perhaps you don't even care like how some people are doing, but if you do care, like if you do wonder, like how is that person doing? Instead of thinking, just perhaps message them.
Yeah, like we shouldn't be like cold calling everyone and be like, oh hey, what's up, and like send it to the whole friends list, because no, that's just being fake. But like genuinely, it should be a thing for people that you want to keep. Yeah.
Because I think there's a different, like some people you make friends with, because I mean you somehow you'd have to because you work together or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a bit forced. But some people you do actually
genuine want to be friends with, right?
Yeah.
And keep in contact. Yeah, exactly.
But what about this? I just thought of something. So, what if I do care, like so I wonder how someone's doing, but they don't, you know? What about that? What do you think about that? So I do care, like I'm wondering, but they don't really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is just like any other friendship situation, right? If you actually find them as a really nice person and you want to be friends with them, and you make the effort, and they don't, then I mean you can't do anything about it. All you can know is that you tried, right? You can't force someone to be friends with you.
No, exactly.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So I think this would probably in the same principle, right?
Okay, so just do it anyways and see what happens.
Yeah, because it's better to know that you at least tried to make the effort, and if they don't want to keep in contact, I mean, you can't really help that, and then that's completely up to them. And maybe they have a revelation in like 6 months, be like, oh, why did they message me? You'd be like, oh wait, maybe they just wanted to talk, and then they message you back or something, you know?
Jeez, guilt trip them into something? Oh man.
But there's no possible negative from doing this.
Yeah.
Like for maybe
I agree.
10 seconds of your time to make a message to send to someone, like there's nothing you can lose from it. There's only gain, right?
Yeah. 10 seconds. Literally one sentence.
Yeah, you can literally just say, oh hey, how's it going? We should catch up sometime. Let me know when you're free. Done.
That wasn't even 10 seconds.
But don't copy and paste that to like 10 people.
But what if you want to say it to like 5 people?
Well, maybe mix it up, because then it feels as if like you're being a robot and you're sending it.
They wouldn't know. It's a private message.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't see no harm in this, Cammy.
It's up to you if you feel guilty for that.
I see no harm in this.
Or why don't you just make a group chat with 6 of them and be
okay, but that's a bit. Actually, what is wrong with that? Maybe you're like, oh no, because they probably wouldn't know each other. Yeah, don't do that.
That's true. You could actually do that if you were all in the same class or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I do wonder. Like you're saying this right now. What I've been thinking about is, with my
Sorry?
what I've been thinking about lately is my primary school class. You know, the last class I was in with primary school. You know, when I was like 12.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Usually they hold like reunions, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if my school will do that, because I wonder how I'll become. Like I have a couple of them on Facebook, I think. One actually, I added one of them on League of Legends, but I never talked to him. Like I never ever played with him.
You should just like hit them up with a message, right, and see like what they're up to. Like even if you don't like have to meet up with them or they're far away, you can just message them or like what I'm doing, just Skype them.
Okay.
I don't think there's any harm.
Because
like there's nothing bad about, you know.
Because it's a time thing again. Because like last time we saw each other, literally, and like talked to each other was at primary school when we were 12 or 13. And that's like, yeah. So we all went our separate ways. Some went to do like higher education. Some went lower. Some went in the middle. Like everybody went their own path, right? So like they all changed since then. We've all changed. Like we're not the same kids anymore. We're not even kids anymore. Maybe we are. I don't know what kids are, but we're all above 20 right now.
Yeah.
Last time we talked was almost 10 years ago. Literally 2006. It's been 10 years. Like it's been 10 years since I've seen or talked to most of them.
It's 11 to
What?
to the 2017.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's more. Yeah, actually, this year will be 11 because in the summer, you know. So
Okay, right, yeah, okay.
So yeah, it's kind of weird. Like I wonder if I just wonder, you know. So perhaps I should not wonder. I just, you know, like you said, send a message and see how they're going. They're doing.
Yeah, because this is like going back to the whole like caring thing. Is it because that we're just so like we've gotten lazy about being nice and like just considerate about people? Because it's so easy to like see what they're doing. We don't have to, like we literally check social media and we know what they're up to.
Yeah.
But then once we know that, shouldn't we message and be like, "Oh, that looks so nice. Like, where did you go?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where did it all go wrong that we lacked that genuine connection? Be like, just like caring and asking and like curious about our own friends.
I don't know, man. It's hard to answer that because we are like we.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not asking for an answer, but like maybe this is why we shouldn't do what we're so used to, and we should be able to like just communicate without having to think it's what social convention thinks is awkward.
Yeah, but okay, think about this. Like, how many people are we talking about right now that we would want to do that with? Like, ask how they're doing. Maybe 10, 20? Let's say that. Out of those,
Mm-hmm.
out of those 10 or 20 people, why hasn't one of them like send a message in? The same reason we
Why
haven't.
haven't they?
Yeah.
Maybe the same reason, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe they feel as if. I mean, it could be anything because I think more often than not we all get misinterpreted. So like maybe the last time you met was at a party or something, and you maybe didn't say goodbye because you were rushing away or something. So maybe they thought, oh, like you didn't even say goodbye. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it could be like the smallest thing that was misinterpreted that could cause a knock-on effect. Like you just don't know. But why should why should we wait for someone else to make the first move if we genuinely feel as if they're good enough friends for us to be like, you know, I want to see what they're up to, see how they are, catch up with them.
Yeah.
We shouldn't wait.
Man. But why do I still feel that awkward feeling though? Like, from wow.
Because I think we've just gotten so used to it. I mean, it is awkward. I would say I would still feel as awkward sometimes to just like even talk to like some friends that I talk to regularly, but it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. Have to get that out of our heads.
Or society, man. Let's change the world, dude. Revolution.
Yeah, revolution.
Let's post this on Facebook and tell people to share it, and then they will remove us from Facebook, and then we have less people.
We've said this before. The issue with this is everyone wants to see something funny, and they don't want. Not everyone wants like a life-changing thing because everyone's comfortable the way they are. They don't want change. They're happy with the way they are. They just want some sort of
escape.
Sorry?
Escape from real life. So.
Yeah, they just want like instant gratification for like something funny, something happy. Like the grind isn't what everyone wants. And I'm not saying that we can accomplish it. I'm just saying we might have that mindset that we want to change.
And a famous man once said, "Look in a mirror." Or something. He said something about looking in a mirror and then changing. I don't know who. Michael Jackson. What? How did the song go again?
I'm talking about the man in the mirror. Yeah, man in the mirror.
There we go. No, that's all. I should not have said that. That sounds so weird.
That's a song, but no, there's like some. There is one. No, there is some.
Are we mirrors or are we dancers? Like, is that one?
Change begins in the mirror or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, man.
There is something. I'm sure there's some sort of quote.
Yeah.
That's
like that. Definitely. Like I don't know. Like we also were like this, and I think we still might have these feelings to escape real life by watching a TV show. That's what we still do, don't we? Like both of us.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. But I think we've kind of we're in that limbo between like we're realizing what we're doing, but we're wanting to do more and do something.
Yeah.
But it's not exactly the easiest thing because like you might have the drive, but you don't have the right direction. Like you don't know exactly know which direction to take with this or what to do. You just have the kind of like drive to want to do something.
Yeah. Because we used to do it even worse on that game we met that should not be named. The game that should not be named. Not publicly.
Look, like, the amount of hours we dedicated to things like that we still dedicate to, like, TV and stuff as well, that we could have used to do something. We could have made something happen.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's hard to say that, because what could we have done? Like...
No, I completely get that, and I'm not saying, like, we're, like, life-changing people, but, even at this stage, it's difficult because we're both still... like within an education system, so there's so much like that we have to do for uni that we might maybe not feel fulfilled with, but we have to do it in a sense.
Yeah.
And I mean, dropping out of uni and really going for it, that would be great. But at the same time, already spent so long in uni. It's difficult to waste all those years.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of a risk. Not saying we shouldn't take risks.
No, but especially if you don't have anything to...
we don't have a plan set out for that, yeah.
Yeah, so then it's not smart to do it anyways.
Yeah, it's not practical, yeah. I completely agree.
Did you watch that video from that con guy? He had a new one. On the simple pickup thing?
The one about them starting the startup business, or...
I think it came out yesterday. It was the Chinese guy, not the Indian guy.
Vietnamese, yeah.
Oh, he's Vietnamese. Oh shit! I did not say that. This is not. I would have added this on. The Asian guy.
We'll tag him and see if he like gets it. Shares it for us.
The Asian fellow.
Yeah. India is in Asia as well.
Okay, well, sorry, dude. I'm just insensitive, I guess. No, but he.
The Vietnamese, yeah.
Sorry, I saw that on his LinkedIn yesterday. I was looking at his LinkedIn.
Kong, just say Kong.
Yeah, that guy. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. And I have so many Asian friends. All right. Anyways, he released a video like explaining what happened. From start to finish, like where they are right now.
Oh,
did you see it? It came out yesterday.
Yeah.
And he had the same thing like we're going through right now, basically. And he was also in university. And basically he wanted to start a business, and he did a couple things, and they all failed until they did what they do now, and that one went like through the roof, you know. So, and I think. Like he said, he kept going because there was nothing he could. He didn't know what to do yet, so he kept just going through school, university, until he found what he actually, wanted to do, and then they both quit, and started doing it.
I mean, they said that they left, in their third year or something, and then they started the business, but then. That business they started failed, so they'd done other ones and they failed, and then they went to that. So I think within that period, I'm not 100% sure that they did have a full like blown out plan. I think they just had lots of ideas on what they wanted to do.
But so man, I wonder. So what they basically did was just brainstorm and do. So they thought of stuff and they just did. But that's hard as well.
But maybe we should be doing. I mean, this is a difficult thing. Like, it's full on. I mean, like, when we go back, it'll be like my final year anyway. And it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
But then, like, having to manage a master's and not having the full passion for it, it's soul destroying. I could imagine.
Yeah. Because next year you will be able. You have to. What do you have to do again?
I'm gonna have my dissertation, and I'm gonna have 2 full projects to do. 1 project in first semester, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, even for this year right now, I'm withering away in terms of motivation to fulfill it, because I just know that I don't want to do this right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe ever. Because there just lacks a sense of fulfillment for me anyway. Like, I'm sure some people that are really with this, they do feel the fulfillment and the happiness of doing it, but I just feel as if I want something more direct. Like, I don't want to just design spaces and then, what gratification or like fulfillment will I feel after designing a space? Like, people will use it, but I'm not directly impacting people's life, and I don't feel as if I'm making enough impact and effort to change someone's life or help someone or do something meaningful.
Okay. So, and this do you think you'll still able to finish it like this, because you basically have a few months and a year left?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's I'll definitely finish this year. But in terms of next year, that's something future Cameron has to find the motivation and decide for.
Yeah. But it is interesting because you don't know what will happen in this year. Maybe you do find
really
it.
I mean, even the past 6 months for me, you, and Ryan. Let's not say 6 months. Let's say the past year. For me, you, and Ryan, we have drastically changed in terms of like perspective, work, everything. Like, everything about us has near enough changed.
Yeah.
Right. It's been a pretty crazy year, right? We all first met for the second time. We met August 2015.
Yeah.
Like, in real life for the first time. And then we were in Amsterdam in January.
A few months later, yeah.
Yeah.
Which all happened last minute, by the way. So, like, yeah, should we do it? Should we do it? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, like, it was just... I still remember that, because me and Ryan were in Edinburgh, and then I think he invited us to our birthday party, right? And then...
No, I remember... No, it was like, you should... I think I was with Kiki, and I said, like, you should invite him. Or did I invite you guys? Because it was...
Oh, maybe it was you. It was either you or Kiki.
As a joke, you know? I wanted this as a joke. I was like, yeah, because they cannot make it anyways, but we'll just invite them.
Yeah, and then I remember Ryan coming through, he was like, yo, did you get them? I was like, yeah. And then he was like, let's go. And I was like, what? And then he was like, no, let's go. And I was like, oh crap, are we doing this? He's like, yeah, we're going. And then we literally like just went and booked it. And I was like, so crazy. So crazy. Just like that.
Yeah, and after that...
And then we done Japan in summer.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Which was incredible. Which we also...
When we first arrived. Oh, gee.
Kind of stressful though.
Stress is like an understatement.
Jeez, man. We had like maybe a few minutes left to make the last train.
I am so thankful for that American girl that helped us out.
Like, yeah, the woman.
See, this is what I mean. Like, we missed out on such a big opportunity, because like she helped us out so much and we thanked her so much,
Mm.
but we were too awkward to be like, oh yeah, can we like get your contact details so like we can meet up and like thank you properly next time or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
Like, that's
she
the
literally
thing,
just walked up
because-
to us. This lady, we were trying to find out where to go, and this lady heard us speak in English, and she just came up to us, be like, "Oh, are you guys looking for some help?" And we didn't even see her because what I saw was just a bunch of Japanese people sitting in the train, but
Exactly.
she was
Like,
somewhere in
everyone was
there.
minding
As
their own
well.
business, and then there was just us few that were like acting like crazy monkeys trying to figure out where we're going.
Alright, well, I don't know why monkeys, but okay.
And like, I don't think she's even that much of a like extroverted person because she seemed quite nervous.
Yeah, but still nice. Like, still like I should help those
like,
people.
No, but it was still like ridiculously nice of her to like just help us out. So yeah, it's
Wow.
like stuff like that I regret now because I feel bad as if we should have been a wee bit more thankful for everything.
Yeah, definitely. Like, definitely. Like by
So
our
this
lunch
is
or
why
something.
we shouldn't be wasting our time and opportunity with this. You know.
Yeah. Wow. It's quite interesting, man. If we did that, like we could have bought her lunch or something, thank her, and
Yeah, exactly.
and this
And
approach
who knows?
would, yeah,
If we were going back to Japan, we could have like had another person that we knew in Japan apart from Shogo.
yeah. But Shogo is the best person to know in Japan, man.
That's
Our
true.
Airbnb
Shogo is
host.
something else.
That's-
Shogo is something else.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we definitely learned from all this because we've been talking about it yesterday, and now we're talking about it, and it's like, it's something that kind of is painful to think about. Like, we could have done this and that. We coulda. But now, I have a feeling that we will. Like the next opportunity that presents itself, I think we definitely will.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna waste as many opportunities as we did before.
Yeah.
I think there's still gonna be times where we're like, oh no, this is kind of awkward, or like, you know, but any reduction of that will be better than what it used to be.
Definitely.
Because we're not gonna become like life changers overnight. It takes time, but one step is better than no step.
And just getting rid of the regret feeling is
Yeah, exactly.
would be way better as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see what the next adventure is.
Yeah. Next adventure this summer, somewhere probably.
Let's hope so, man. Let's hope we survive until then. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think this has been a nice conversation. We should end it at this, or do you still want to go?
No, I'm
Alright.
sure with that.
Well, this has been Unlikely Guys. Thank you.
Unlikely Guys podcast number
No,
one.
don't do
talking
that.
about life.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah. Alright. Well, whoever listened this far, thank you. Hopefully next time we'll have Ryan Lee on this.
Yeah, he's very busy with his dissertation as well, so that's why.
Yeah. After this, I'm gonna be studying all the time. Dude. I have a couple
Yeah,
of
that's
tests.
true. You still be busy, and I should be busy as well, but yeah.
We'll see. Alright. Well, thank you for listening, Cammy.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Well, say bye then. Jesus.
Okay, see you. Ciao.
It's so awkward. Okay. Well,
Always awkward.
bye.